Alright, so something that I have not done yet was actually show the bike. And while I don't think I've been overly concerned about it, because pretty much everybody knows what the Yamaha MT10 looks like, and so I didn't make a big deal out of it. Trying to take this visor up, but I haven't done it yet. So I've only taken a few pictures of it actually in my garage, and so like I said, everything right now is still going to be pretty much stock, all the way down to the license plate. You know, I was going to try to get that redone, like I said on the previous video. I bought something off of Amazon, but that didn't really work, so I had to send that back. You can see I've been riding a little bit. You know, I got some dust on the rim back here, if you can see it, but it's a little dusty. I am gonna have to clean that off pretty soon. It's just stock. I haven't had an opportunity to really do anything outside of change the seat. This is a comfort seat, which I did order from, I forget which website I got it off of. It seems to be fairly nice. Like I said, not trying to be funny or anything like that, but I'm a slim fella. I don't really have no butt, so I don't know how much comfort it's really offering me, compared to the stock seat that comes with it. But looking at this bike, I mean, it does have that Bumblebee transformer look, which is still pretty cool. It is really different. I really do like it. I'm really satisfied with this, and like I said, for the foreseeable future, there's no reason for me to look at doing anything else right now. You know, coming off of a few different bikes, this one is one that I'm actually really satisfied with. And so while it is bright and sunny outside, it's 5 o'clock in the early evening, but you get a really good view of what this bike looks like. And in my area, I don't see a lot of people really rocking the MT10. There is a naked population out here as far as bikes go. Now, don't get me wrong, I have not fully engrossed myself in it, if I use the right word, into the full community, which I still plan to do, meeting up with people, and so I am gonna get some radiator guards. You can see that this is pretty buggy already. I live out here kind of in an area in the country. It gets pretty buggy, you know, at night, times after it rains and all the critters are out flying around. You're doing whatever kind of speed you're doing, and they just get sucked right on into everything. So yeah, all of that nasty stuff is gonna have to get cleaned up. But look at my shield. Oh, that's disgusting. But that's where I live, kind of out of the way, not deep into the city. So this is the kind of stuff you deal with when you live a little bit out of the way. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen in the city, but I'm sure you don't get this much. Stuff is just everywhere, and I gotta clean this mess off. And we haven't even got too deep yet into the season yet, so it just gets worse the warmer it gets. But it is what it is. So I'm not going to, there's not a whole lot, like I said, that I really need to do at the moment. I'm just going to enjoy the heck out of this thing as much as I possibly can. On days where it's not raining, I'm gonna be on it. I like the lights. Digging that. Super nice. Now at night, only one headlight is lit up, and then when you do your brights, you know, then both of them will come on. People have said, you know, made mention of that being weird, and they wish that both of them would light up instead of just the one. I mean, it would look better. The aesthetics of both, what you could look at as eyeballs, would be open or lit up, versus just these and then one headlamp. So, I mean, that's something. It's a minor thing. I mean, it doesn't bother me because I'm not looking at the front of it when I'm riding. Am looking at the back, you know, well, from my perspective. But really, really nice bike. Like I said, this will have to go at some point. I'm still waiting to get closer to my 600 miles. I'm at 330, 340 right now. I've got a few minutes before I've got to go, you know, before I've got to get to church for prayer. So I'm going to jump on this and ride for a little bit, and then go home, get into the car, and get to church for prayer tonight. But definitely a fun bike for sure. But I am totally going to have to do something about this exhaust. I'm not going to do a full pipe, just to slip on for now. That's something that I'll end up doing a little bit later on, with a little bit more time and a little bit more money. But for right now, it's nothing major that absolutely has to be done, so I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. You know, once again, I really, you know, want to get into or find, you know, some people that I can ride with, you know, from time to time. You know, some camaraderie. You know, people to get out on the road with will be fun. But I will be selective, to be honest with you, because I'm not speeding on the highway and, you know, doing 150, 60, 70, 80 is not my thing. No judgment, big ups to everybody who's into that. You know, be careful. Like I said, I will continue to pray for everybody on two wheels and even three. But it's just not my thing. And it is exciting to watch. You know, when I watch other people's videos and they get on the road and they just go for it, it's exciting to watch. My area is not conducive to that. It's a small city in between cities. Police are always out somewhere, and I don't want to keep racking up tickets, because they are sneaky and they will find you. So I just don't want to even take that chance. Like I said, it's not that I can't, it's just not me, and that's okay. I gotta ride my ride, and everybody else has to ride their ride too, and just enjoy doing what you're doing. Plus, since there isn't, you know, at least for now, as far as the excitement that I'm going to have from riding the MT10, it's more or less going to be just me riding, talking, sharing something that I feel is important or valuable, because there's places to go. But as far as, you know, the big thrill of I don't do wheelies, you know, none of that. It may happen once or twice on accident, you know, at some point, but stunting is not my thing. So if you're really just looking for, you know, video or something like that, you see somebody riding and enjoying themselves, seeing the sights, joining into the conversation, participating in the conversation. If you want to leave comments, that's more or less what I'm going to be about. So if anybody does decide to watch, I would just suggest and hope that you would just enjoy what is enjoyable, you know, and have fun with me while I'm out here having fun. But it is coming up on the summer. We're still in May, and what does happen is there's more things going on in May, in the June, July, and in the summer months. So as I meet people and talk and fellowship, I'm sure there's going to be some things to attend and some places to go. I know that Cincinnati has a scene. I'm sure Columbus, Ohio has a scene. If I get the time, you know, to ride to Indianapolis from my current location, that's about 2 hours. There is definitely a scene there for motorcycles and groups. I just have to reach out to the right people. I have a cousin out there, but she's on a Riker, but you know, they're still pretty much part of the same riding family. So there's going to be some things to see, you know, for sure. I'm just going to be enjoying myself.